For 200 years, we have believed electricity belongs to the modern world. The power behind our cities, our machines, our entire way of life. A discovery that defines who we are. But in 1936, in the deserts of the Middle East, archaeologists uncovered a small clay jar that did not make sense. Inside it, a copper cylinder, an iron rod, and the dried traces of an ancient acid. When researchers filled a replica with vinegar, it produced an electric current. A battery, built more than 2,000 years ago. For decades, it was dismissed as a curiosity, an accident of history, until a far larger discovery changed everything. Beneath the ruins of a forgotten city, researchers found hundreds of them, wired together, connected, arranged with purpose. This was not an accident. This was a system. The civilization that built it has no name in our history books. Researchers called them the Lumians, a people who, 3,000 years ago, learned to capture lightning in clay. While the rest of the ancient world lit its nights with fire, the Lumians lit theirs with something else. Their temples glowed without flame. Their halls were filled with a steady, golden light that never flickered and never burned. To those who saw it, it must have looked like magic. To the Lumians, it was simply power. But they treated that power as sacred. Electricity was not given to everyone. It was guarded by a small order of priests and engineers, who believed that what they had discovered was not only useful, it was dangerous. They were right. The records that survive describe a growing ambition. The Lumians no longer wanted only light. They wanted more. Greater machines, greater power, energy on a scale the world had never seen. And somewhere in that ambition, something went wrong. The city that once glowed brighter than any other fell silent in a single night. No invasion, no army, no disaster from beyond its walls. Whatever they built, it consumed them. When the city was finally uncovered, the machines were melted, the walls were scorched black, and the great halls of light were dark. In the deepest chamber, beneath the ruined heart of the city, researchers found a final inscription, a warning left by the last of the Lumians. Translated, it read, "We reached for the power of the heavens. We were not ready to hold it." To this day, science remains divided. Many insist the jars were never meant to make electricity at all, that it is coincidence, misread by modern eyes. But the wiring is real. The burns are real, and the warning is still there, carved into the stone. The Lumians remain one of the most unsettling discoveries ever made, a civilization that found a power thousands of years before the rest of humanity, and were destroyed by it. A reminder that knowledge can arrive long before the wisdom to survive it. That every great discovery is also a great danger, and that somewhere in the ruins of the past, a warning is still waiting for us to understand it. Recovered stories from worlds that never existed.